Ken Griffey Jr. to dig in against Lopez, who's gotten the first 2 quick outs. Alex Rodriguez would hit next if given a chance, but first the 12-time All-Star. Down and in, a long at bat for Jr., and he takes ball 4. 536 big league home runs. That's the exact amount that the great Mickey Mantle hit in his career. Consensus National League Comeback Player of the Year in 2005, and he jumps on this into the alley. He knocked it all the way to the warning track almost, heading into second. He'll pull up there with a double with 2 out here in the 3rd. Just the 3rd hit of the day off Lowen for Team USA, but Griffey's in a scoring position.
He too is one of those guys that it really doesn't matter if there's a left-handed pitcher or right-hander on the mound. He had the count in his favor. He looked fastball. He got it. Put it into the gap out there. No need to try to get to 3rd in that situation. They need to keep the line moving here offensively to get back into this game. Canada came back and won, and wow, are they playing well today.
Griffey lashes that one into left field. That's going to drop down and bounce right by Bay, up against the fence. Young into 3rd. They're going to bring him around. He's trying to score. The throw to the plate, not in time. The United States finally cracks the scoreboard. It is 8-1. Ken Griffey with the RBI, and he scoots down to second.
Yeah, he cracks his 2nd consecutive double, filling those gaps. He went to right center when he doubled in the 3rd inning. A pitch down and away. I mean, that's normally a good pitch. You're going to get most hitters out. But this guy right here is not one of the most hitters. He's one of the best hitters in the history of the game. There's a run on the board, and we can stop sweating that mercy rule for a while.
Count is 3-1. Griffey, you see his numbers last year with the Reds as he was the National League Comeback Player of the Year, and he's got a base hit past Nicholas Dempsey. Jeter will take the extra base. Butcher, a very aggressive throwing arm, but he gets the cutoff man this time, Villenberg. Team USA with back-to-back base hits from Jeter and Griffey Jr. They have runners on the corners now. 1 out for A-Rod.
Jeter's a terrific base runner, and he knows when this one goes through. The grass here in the outfield is kind of heavy. He takes one look and realizes there's no way in the world that Butcher's going to be able to throw him out at 3rd base. The good head first slide.
Whoa. Ken Griffey Jr. towards the pavilion. What a shot that is.
That's why you wanted to make it happen with Jeter, because with the wind blowing the way it is, it wouldn't have mattered much with Ken Griffey Jr., but he got every bit of that, and just like that, there's 7 up on the board. And they are getting ever closer to the surrender rule, and it's a 15-run lead after 5 innings. And Team USA has come out with a little more determination. Carl Michaels getting a fastball up and out over the plate, and Ken Griffey knew it was gone when it left the bat.
Yeah, he's hit a few, so he knows how they feel and how they look, and that certainly felt and looked like a long one. Griffey with 536 career Major League regular season home runs.
That was all that I was able to experience, and those boys were just in the remedial stages of the game. I mean, they were athletic, and they were aggressive, and they embraced the game. But the reality was their skills were just very limited, and the tools to play the game were just not in place at that time.
Any chance you can trade for this Griffey fellow?
How about his son? I saw his son hanging out on the field before the game. Trey.
Yeah, I think he's in the dugout. I think he was bat boy or ball boy.
Speaking of Trey, that is the 2nd 3-run homer of the day, struck by Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey Jr. 2 3-run homers and a single. He's 3 for 3.
I want to open the season in Europe. There's so much to be done here, and we were slow to start, but now, this has been. Well, you saw the intensity of those fans the other day in those games. Why, it was spectacular.
Griffey Jr. is going to bloop one in for a base hit.
But
Griffey Jr. was 7 RBIs. Now Stoney at 17-0.
We also saw the tremendous fanaticism of the Mexican fans that follow their team. Now, we were here last night. They packed the ballpark. I know in the game against the United States, they put 40-some thousand into Chase Field.
Right.
There's 22 million people that live in and around Mexico City.
Make all the routine plays. This is their 2nd double play so far.
So Griffey hits with the bases empty, loops that one into right field. That'll settle down for a base hit. Yet another ill-timed double play grounder from Team USA. as Griffey comes up with a base hit moments later.
I think that's what they've got to do right now is what Griffey Jr. does right here. He's aggressive on that first pitch, figuring that it's going to be in the strike zone. He just went down and got it. You're not really seeing a lot of fastballs thus far in the game. Look for something off speed, and if it's in the strike zone, they're being more aggressive.
Well, and as a hitter, you know Uehara is going to be around the plate.
And he got shaken up at the play, although he stayed in for a while. High fly ball on the right field line. This one might go. Song back into the corner. He's there at the wall, and he can't get it. It's over his head and gone. That one just sneaking out. We'll have to get a look at the replay to see if it was possibly catchable. But Junior Griffey touches them all. And the United States gets on the scoreboard.
Well, he had a chance to catch that ball because it was at the smaller part of the wall where he could have gone over. We don't know how far back it went, but it wasn't where the wall is 16, 17 feet.
Watching, you'll see G-Man Song going all the way back to the track, and then he made contact with the fence as he leaped up and missed it.
Well, it's almost when he jumps up, he sticks to the fence. He didn't find the wall, which is what outfielders hope to do, get to the wall first and then make their attempt.
Trey Griffey delighted, a little surprised, I think, but Dad did it again.
Well, one thing we've seen in this tournament from the U.S. Ball Club is when they do get behind, their comebacks are started with the big home run.
Ken Griffey Jr. getting some congrats from Dad. Knocks this one just over the right field wall, and the United States gets on the board.
Well, Griffey doing what he's done well over 500 times. He gets an off-speed pitch, the inner part of the plate, and he has that sweet swing, lofts the ball over the wall.
536 times in his outstanding career. They'll settle for the base hit here. Jeter is up and into second and putting on the brakes there. So the United States down 5, but looking to rally here.
Calling for it again, just set up right down the middle, which is exactly right in this situation. Well, sure, nobody likes to give up a home run, but the chances of that happening are...
And he'll still be up 3 even if he does that. Off the end of the bat, nubs a little flare to center field. There comes Wells. He's around to score. Jeter's into third. That makes it 7-2 on the RBI single by Ken Griffey Jr. And the third hit here in the 9th inning for Team USA trying to rally.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was surely effective. Griffey Jr. out in front of the ball, hits the ball off the end of the bat, but finds a hole and keeps the wheel rolling.
He has regained his position as one of the top players in the league. Comeback player of the year last year, banging out 35 home runs, hit well over 300. You know, before this tournament started, he wasn't feeling quite right. Went out and took an extra hour and a half of batting practice, and that has translated into him leading the team in home runs and RBIs. We're talking about somebody who was voted by his peers as Major League Player of the Decade.
Griffey into center field, and that was the first time that he has ever had a base hit against Oliver Perez.
No real surprise there, is it? I mean, doesn't he always find a way to make something good happen? He's going to make those adjustments. I don't care who's on the mound.
Well, and you have to realize, although he hasn't had success, you're not going to keep one of the greatest players down continually. An off-speed pitch that Perez leaves over the plate. Griffey drives it up the middle.